to take it.
I think a different result, and I mean different in a big positive way, is going to come out of this one. I got a great feeling as Captain Ryan Craig lines up against Norfolk's Captain Chris Durno for Game 2.
So the referees tonight are Chris Cozen and Jean Hébert. Craig and Durno waiting in. Ryan Craig snaps the face-off back to Joey Mormina. We are underway. Andrew Hutchinson gets a pass at center ice. Soft give and go. Ooh, the Penguins are called for offside. It looked like a good hit, and now we're going to have some rough stuff. Stoosh, I was looking at the linesman. Did you see the hit after the whistle?
Well, all of a sudden, Andrew Hutchinson was going in to play a loose puck, and now Mormina is challenging James Wright. This was reminiscent of the first games we saw in the regular season.
Now Stoosh,
but it was
Ryan Craig, not to interrupt you, just got punched right in the mouth. The referee pointed at it. I don't know if we're going to have a Norfolk penalty. Craig got punched right in the chops.
Yes, he did. It's Kevin Veilleux that's going for the Penguins. Well, oh boy, this is a power play for Norfolk. That's not a good start. Power play team going in.
Here's a slap shot by Potter. Big save, rebound, knocked away. Oh, Nick Peterson didn't put it in the open net, Stoosh. How did that stay out? My goodness, was he being casual? That is a puck that has got to go in the net. In a scoreless tie, Norfolk in a 5-on-3. Here is Ratola. Takes it to the top of the slot. Kicks it over to the left wing side. Norfolk has Ratola. Now it's Pouliot. Had to go in the backhand. Drifts up to the top of the circle. Ratola across the way. Back to Blair Jones. 18 seconds. 5-on-3. Pouliot. Backdoor play. Good read by Straight to pressure Ratola. Ratola has it across the way. One-timer. That's blocked. Rebound comes back to Milam. Pouliot across the way with no stick. Bortuzzo dove, and one of the Norfolk players knocked Bortuzzo's stick out of the way. That should be a no-no. Here's Pouliot coming back the other way. Collins is back, and here's a clear out, and the Penguins send it down with 41 seconds to go. Robert Bortuzzo with the self-sacrifice block of the season.
Brett Sterling did just that yesterday too. Bortuzzo's even better.
So the Penguins continue to battle. Norfolk is onside. Here's a shot by Bernays. Thiessen hangs on with 26 seconds to go on what is now a 5-on-4 power play. And Stoosh, the fans are waking up. We got a lot more people in the building tonight. Shot is blocked by Vitale. Vitale's going to try to roll it along. It's a 4-on-3 break for the Penguins. Potter's onside over to Lurg. Vitale comes upstairs to block it up on high. That net is coming off with a good sneeze, Stoosh. I've never seen us have this many problems with the pegs. Hutchinson calmly taking it down. Good outlet. Sterling keeps it onside. Oh, they called the Penguins offside. No way. Again, whenever it's choppy in this league, it must be offside. Just because Sterling wasn't smooth, that one was good. That's too bad. He'll get a long explanation, but that won't bring the live play back.
Hear a lot from the, talk to the trainers and everybody that was watching the game.
Putting a pound body. Someone's got a broken stick. I think it's Mahalik. Mahalik's just taking shot after shot on Veilleux. Back on the point, Hutchinson winds, fires. That's through a screen. Oh, that hit Gudis in a sensitive area. Gudis is getting up, and he's hurt. Penguins have a chance down low. Here's a walk-in chance. Ryan Craig Tokarski. The puck was loose in the crease. Joey Mormina is furious. Radko Gudis is a top 4 defenseman for the Admirals. That was like taking a machine gun shot to the kneecap, Stoosh.
I don't think he saw it. I mean, there was so much traffic moving around, and oh boy, Kevin Veilleux just broke his stick right there. That's a little selfish stuff.
Well,
right there.
Kevin needs to play with that energy between the whistles, not after the whistle.
I don't think the equipment crew is going to be happy with that. What a drive to the net there. All of us see the problem is for Norfolk, they can't blow the whistle until Norfolk got possession. That's why with Gudis down, the Penguins had open space. And hopefully he's all right. Wow, he's got to be helped up here by his teammates.
Favoring the left leg. That really, you could hear like a cracked slack. Let's hope that's just a stinger and not something significant, Stoosh. But it's like you said, even if you see the shot coming, from Walker before, a drop pass that went the other way and led to a goal, the Penguins have got to get sharp. Now they have a 2-on-1. Walker's with Vitale. Walking in, a shot. Vitale swipes at the rebound, misses it. Mormina shot it, loose in the crease. Oh, Joey Mormina had half of an empty net and shot it right into the goaltender's pads. Oh, my goodness, Stoosh. Nothing is going right around that net for the Penguins.
There's going to be a penalty here. Referee Jean Hébert is pointing at somebody.
I think it's going to be on Mormina for coming in with a cross-check.
Well, let's see
Joey
what happens.
had I don't know what kind. We're going to get a good angle here, Stoosh. Walker dropped a pen. He takes the shot. Nice save. Another Fat Albert rebound. Vitali fanned on the backhander. Then the puck drifted out. What kind of an angle? Joey didn't have nearly as much to shoot at as we thought live. Tokarski went across with a good glove save. Didn't hang on. And it looks like it's the Norfolk penalty box that's opening up. Chris Durno, and I think Mormina's going to go as well.
Yeah, well, Mormina took a punch. I thought Pouliot was going to get it because he was just punching away when Mormina was down on top of the goaltender. But, so those are coincidental. So the Penguins power play now at 20.
The way shot, hit straight right in the ankle. Let's hope he's okay. Now Vitali comes back the other way. Peterson cuts to the net. Easy glove save that time for Tokarski. Stoosh, I know I work for the team and I always try to keep it positive. I've never seen anything like this in a playoff game. Ratola coming along. Ratola dives like a dove trying to draw a call. There's nothing there. Puts his team in a shorthanded back check. Here is Jeff Walker. Walker gets freighted into the boards. Walker's hurt. Jeff Walker just got head first thrown into the boards. How that's not a penalty, I will never know. Just because the Penguins are on a power play doesn't mean it's not boarding. So with 5:02 to go, Stoosh, you better start doing some talking.
Yeah, that's it is getting frustrating. That was remember, that's the injury that Walker had before.
Down the stretch. You tell me. Defenseless opponent, Mahalik drives him head first. How that isn't a 5-minute major in a game misconduct. This is an embarrassment. To Veilleux. Veilleux fakes it. Slide pass. Peterson banked one off the shin pad. There wasn't much there. Peterson holds it up on high. The penalty's over. Here comes Veilleux sweeping in. Wagner shot. What a save by Tokarski. Tokarski got a glove and robbed Steve Wagner on a play that really should have been a goal. That's Tokarski's signature save in the series, Stu.
Another penalty on Norfolk coming up. Another power play. Blair Jones, finally, it's about time.
So let's take a break. Vitali was hooked down, and here's a high lob clear by the Norfolks. 20 seconds left. Sterling trying to step on the gas. Sterling lifts one, turns it over at center ice. Not the play he wanted. Norfolk is still onside. Labrie has a man open in the slot. Shot blocked by Mormina. Rebound goal with 8 seconds left to play. A Brett Sterling turnover at center ice. A shot block and a goal for Norfolk. 7.6 seconds to go. Mistake and turnovers are killing the Penguins, and Norfolk gets a goal.
I don't even know what to say about that one. Sterling looked up the ice, banked it out of the zone, but it was right to the Admirals and crashed the net, chip shot, goal, and left side. Thiessen. Mormina was hurt on that one. A great block to get in front, but Paul Shahura. Wow, 8 seconds left.
I cannot recall 2 games back-to-back where the team has played like this going back to October.
Here's a good play,
Here's
though.
the Penguins breaking out. Lurg has Vitali cutting to the net. Lurg got tangled up, but he fights off. Very courageous by Lurg. Collins bank pass in front. Hutchinson across the way. Tokarski slides across for a great save. And now Vitali's getting roughhoused there by Mike Vernace. Thiessen stayed in the net. Minute and 10 to play. Here comes Norfolk. That is a good chance by Fornatario. And now it's a takeout. Here is Craig. Thiessen's getting ready to head to the bench. Thiessen's gone. Walker trying to get it deep. Here's a steal by Lurg, a shot, high rebound. That puck is still loose, and Norfolk's going to have an empty net. Back the other way, the Admirals are onside. It's Chris Durno. His shot is blocked by Hutchinson. Remember that block if the Penguins get a rush. Walker trying to come back the other way. Nothing is going right for the Penguins on their puck touches. Potter under pressure, uses the net. Potter gets it to Hutchinson. 30 seconds to go. Here's Blair Jones. He wanted to shoot it, but the Admirals would have been offside. Here's a block by Potter. 25 seconds to go. Potter needs to skate. Fans are getting restless. Collins chips it deep. There's still time. 18 seconds left. Mahalik hard around the dasher. It's going to drop down to Hutchinson. Hutchinson misfired to Veilleux. Tip shot blocked by Norfolk. They trim it out of the zone. 8 seconds left. Pouliot shoots it in the empty net. And the Norfolk fans are celebrating. They're going to win the hockey game 2-0. And look at that Norfolk bench like they've already won the series.